I woke up this morning already tired. Not physically, mentally. Before I even got out of bed, my brain was doing that thing again, jumping between 5 problems at once. One email I hadn't replied to, one decision I was avoiding, one conversation I didn't know how to handle, and I caught myself thinking, I don't actually know what the real problem is anymore. If you've ever felt that, like everything feels heavy, but you can't even explain why, this video is for you. Because today I want to show you one simple thinking tool that quietly changed how I deal with complex problems. Not in a dramatic way, not in a fix your life way, just in a calmer, clearer kind of way. And by the end of this video, you'll be able to use it on your own problems too. Small promise, but meaningful. And I'll explain why it works in a minute. A lot of us don't struggle because we're bad at thinking. We struggle because we're thinking about too many things at the same time. That's the invisible struggle nobody talks about. You're capable, you're smart, you're trying, but your mind feels crowded. I used to tell myself I was overthinking, but the truth was I was just thinking without structure. Everything felt equally urgent, equally important, equally confusing, until I learned about something called an issue tree. And no, you don't need to be a consultant or work at McKinsey or wear a blazer to use it. It's just a way of asking your brain to slow down and organize. Here's the moment it clicked for me. I was stuck on a career decision. I kept asking myself, should I stay or should I leave? And my mind kept spinning. Pros, cons, fear, guilt, expectations. Round and round. Then I realized that question was too big. So I rewrote it as, what is actually making me unhappy in my current role? And that became the top of my issue tree. One question, not 10. From there, I broke it into smaller branches. Is it the work, the people, the growth, the values? Suddenly, I wasn't drowning anymore. I was thinking. So here's how an issue tree works. In the simplest human way, you start with one clear problem. Not emotional, not dramatic, just honest. Like, why am I feeling stuck at work? Why is this project failing? Why am I always exhausted? That's your trunk. Then you ask, what are the main possible reasons? And you list 3 to 5 branches. Not perfect, just possible. Then for each branch, you ask again, what's actually happening here? And suddenly, your mind stops spiraling and starts seeing. Here's the shift. Before, everything feels heavy and tangled. After, you can point to specific things. And when you can point, you can act. Let me give you a tiny real-life example. Instead of, I'm bad at managing my time, try, where is my time actually going? Then branch it. Meetings, phone, overcommitting, unclear priorities. Already, that will help you to feel lighter. Because now it's not, I'm broken. It's, oh, this is solvable. Clarity is emotionally regulating. We don't calm down because we force ourselves to relax. We calm down because we understand. Here's the small insight that changed everything for me. I realized we don't need better motivation. We need better questions. And issue trees help us ask them. Here are 3 ways you can use this today. When you feel overwhelmed, write the problem as one sentence. Break it into 3 to 5 possible causes. Explore one branch at a time, not all at once. That's it. No fancy tools, no pressure to be perfect. Just gentler thinking. And here's the part people don't expect. This isn't about productivity. It's about self-respect. It's about giving your mind space to breathe. If your mind has been loud lately, you're not failing. You're just holding too much at once. And you're allowed to organize it slowly, kindly, in your own way. Before you go, what's one problem in your life that feels heavier than it needs to be right now? You don't have to solve it. Just name it. I'd love to read it in the comments. And if you want to keep thinking more clearly, more gently, and with less pressure, feel free to subscribe. Or watch the next video where I show how to avoid the most common thinking trap people fall into with frameworks like this. You're not behind, you're just learning how to think with yourself instead of against yourself.